Good morning, it's James. It is so good to see you today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. I'm deeply grateful to have the honor and the blessing of laying eyes on you. And I do hope and pray that this message finds you and all the people that you love peaceful, thriving, and very, very well. So today I want to begin our time together by asking you two questions. These two questions, if you give yourself permission to really lean into them and feel these questions, and then take the time to answer them with all of your heart, not only will I promise you that they will impact your life profoundly, they have the power to transform your life. I promise you they will. These are two questions that I asked myself almost 40 years ago when I was getting tired of myself. I was getting tired of the self that was not living up to my potential. I was tired of the self that didn't see myself with loving, soft eyes. I was getting really, really tired of waking up every morning full of fear and anxiety that I would not measure up to what I knew my heart and my soul wanted to be living up to, simply the truth of who I was. And I asked these two questions of myself, and that was the beginning of a path in my life that literally has given me the greatest blessings of my life. Work that matters to me each and every day and hopefully impacts the people that I know. Number two, an incredible marriage with my wife, Deborah, who I'm so deeply in love with every single day, and thank God every day that I was loved well enough by God to give myself patience and permission to pursue a relationship like I have in my marriage. And number three, my children, Dakota and Ellie. Being a dad is something 40 years ago I never imagined I could have been. Certainly didn't feel I was worthy of being a father. And today it is absolutely one of the most joyous, beautiful places in my life that every single day when I think about being a dad, it fills me with everything I would love to be filled with. So, two questions that I asked myself 40 years ago. First question was, I said to myself, James, I woke up with a hangover. I woke up absolutely sad. I woke up, frankly, over myself. And I said to myself, do you realize that you have unrealized potential? Do you believe you have unrealized potential? And then I asked myself a second question when I said, oh, you bet I do. I know that I have unrealized potential. I'm not living up to my calling. I'm not living up to my soul's knowing. I need to fully look deeply within myself and realize that potential is the second question. Is it a burden or is it a blessing? At that time, it was both. The burden was, oh my gosh, it is heavy to carry unrealized potential. Do you know what that feels like? When you know inside of you, you have a calling, you have a knowing, you have an absolute responsibility to live up to what the universe, what God, the light placed inside of you. And you know you are talking yourself, you're living yourself, you are absolutely making decisions each and every day that move you further away from your potential versus move you towards your potential by taking action on your sacred gifts and knowing. So it could be that burden. It was at that time a heavy, heavy burden. But at the same time, it was also a blessing. I saw the celebration and going, oh my gosh. So you get a chance to make some choices, James. You get a chance to make some choices, my friend. And ask yourself, if I would take this blessing of unrealized potential and put it in a channel of hope, put it in a channel of discipline, put it in a channel of love, put it in a channel of celebrating your life and knowing that that blessing wants to come through you. It wants to be realized in you. It wants to be actualized in all that you do each and every day. We can move towards this unrealized potential incrementally, but with a level of purpose, a level of possibility, and a level of predictability. And that predictability comes down to one simple practice. Self-acceptance combined with self-compassion. This is where I am, but this is where I'm accepting where I want to be. This is where I am, but this is where I want to go. And when we do that, we recruit a physiological uprising. We engage with an emotional level of passion and purpose that allows us to start to move in the direction of that potential, to realize it not as a not as a heaviness, but as a lightness in being. That burden, that blessing becomes a lightness of being. And then thirdly, it becomes what it was always tended to be, our spiritual mission, to fully realize why we are here. So if you are sensing in yourself today that you have unrealized potential, and I want you to know something, I do too. And that's why I do this. And that's why when I leave this, I go out in the world and do my very best to bring good things into the world, not with any doubt, but with a level of conviction and absolute knowing that this is why we are all here. So take that unrealized potential and close the gap on it by taking action, by believing, by hoping, by praying, by moving your feet, by taking courage and courageous action, by doing the great work of your life, and knowing that that potential is ready to be seen and fully experienced in you and as you. And then believe me, from there, each and every day, that potential becomes more and more of the blessing that it was always intended to be. Waking us up to the mission, waking us up to the vision, waking us up to what we are all here to be, the highest and most beautiful expressions of ourselves. Every single human being has a unique handprint. Every single, the billions and billions of people, a unique handprint that has never been seen before until it was seen on you. And it will never, ever be seen again. Because this is you taking your handprint and placing it into your potential and fully realizing your mission, your purpose, your sacred, divine job. Shine. Shine your potential. Move your potential. Put your handprint on your life and move the world by your beautiful example of being everything you came here to be. Potential, the greatest blessing that we get a chance to realize each and every day. Much love, all blessings. Bye for now.